This is The Valley Beyond. It's a chill puzzle exploration game that feels like the definition of a walking simulator. And I don't mean that pejoratively. I love a lot of walking simulators. And this one in particular, it feels like it's actively trying to get you to enjoy the game as a nature hike, at least at first. But then it starts piquing your curiosity with first, a bunch of puzzles that are scattered out there on the terrain that are actively drawing your attention, saying, hey, come and solve me. But then there's a little more to it than that. And I'm not actually sure how deep the rabbit hole goes. So I explored it for a little bit and got to the point where the real mysteries were starting to bother me. So I've backtracked. I'm going to start the game over from scratch so that we can enjoy it together. I'll show you some of the stuff that I figured out that's probably some of the elementary puzzles, and then you can probably take the baton from me and explore this game on your own. So yeah, let's delete my progress.
In the future, taking a vacation means sending your mind into a synthetic body that can safely experience the wildest adventures. You can explore the red plains of Mars, the deep waters of the abyss, or the highest mountain peaks. You chose the valley, a peaceful park where you can enjoy pristine nature and get some exercise while searching for all the masterpieces it hides. Hello, traveler. You've secured your ticket to the ultimate blend of art and adventure. Welcome to the valley.
Okay, so now we've deleted my old save, we've started over, and I love this idea that I'm going to be getting exercise in a synthetic body. Let's meet our synthetic body.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to your new body. Take your time and get used to it. Does it feel good? When you're ready, open the door and step into the corridor.
It just occurred to me that's probably a text-to-speech voice, because there was a typo in one of those lines and she rendered it exactly, even though no human would attempt to pronounce that. That's interesting. So from the very beginning, you get some hints that not everything is perfect and pristine here, because this place hasn't been well maintained.
Apologies, this area is restricted. Access is limited to authorized personnel only.
And that feels very deliberate, doesn't it? Like, this is the actual exit over here, but they walked me straight into the thing I'm not authorized to enter yet, which makes me think they're trying to tease me up front that there's more to this world than I'm allowed to see right now.
The adventure begins now. In the valley, you will find many artworks and 8 masterpieces to activate. When all are done, you can reach the exit toward the ring. The hosts will welcome you back.
So yeah, the world is full of these artworks, these things that are made out of, like, I don't know, some shiny obsidian or something like that. They all really stand out from the landscapes. You can tell what they are. And each of them is a puzzle where you have to kind of figure out what the intended behavior is. And some of them were really straightforward. Some of them took me a while, and some of them I haven't figured out yet at all. This is one I haven't figured out
yet. A quiet moment just for you. Take your time. There seems to be a small issue with your body. It is not fully charged. Don't worry, it is easy to fix. Just find green orbs in the park and they will recharge you.
So whenever you approach a piece of art, she gives you a hint about what you're supposed to do with it. But, so this one says a quiet moment. So part of me thinks I'm supposed to just stand here in front of it and take a quiet moment, and then I'll succeed. but I'm not sure how long I should do that before I decide it's not the right answer. About that long. All right. Well, she said there was a way to recharge my body, and it's these little green...
Many art pieces have their own music. Pay attention to the sounds around you.
These little green crystals that are scattered around. I think I can see one in the distance here. Oh, there's an animal. Hey there, buddy. Oh, see you later. I've met this guy before. And if I chase him, he's just going to run away. But if I stand still...
In staying still, the truth is clear. All that you need will find you here.
I'm not going to sprint yet. Look at that. He's my friend now. We're buddies.
Each orb contributes to your energy capacity.
All right, so I've got a fox friend. That's cool. And I've also started collecting these energy orbs to refill that meter on my back. If you end up with a long trip to go on and that meter is empty, trip gets a lot longer. Also, each time you interact with one of these, you're also saving your location. So if you die, that's where you come back. So this wall is impenetrable. But this guy is showing us how to get in and out. There are some interesting little bugs with the level, though. Like, for instance, right here. Oh, I can't pass through this, the most open area. But if I scoot to the
The
side...
spiky creatures care for the valley. They mean you no harm. They clean the park at night.
If you move over here, you can get through by passing straight through solid whatever this material is. So there's little things like that, but you can tell this game was made by a small team. And
This sculpture wasn't made to rust like that. It is supposed to float.
so yeah, this is one of the puzzles I haven't figured out yet. There's a lot. I've gotten about halfway through this puzzle, and I'm not really sure how to finish it, but let me show you what I know so far. So this is the Dark Tower. And you can climb up it. The game's got some pretty forgiving edge markup, which is nice. Because there are some areas that ask you to do some platforming BS. But the game is pretty forgiving, and it lets you succeed if you get relatively close.
Something's missing from this.
So yeah, so you've got this little thing up here, and I've figured out what these things need. They need blue crystals, kind of like those little monster that was, crawling around that showed me the way in. It's made out of some kind of blue crystal, and those guys harvest. It seems like they're harvesting blue crystals out in the world and using them to maintain the park. And so you can bring a blue crystal over here, and when you put it in, it activates this. It makes that thing fly up into the air, and then you have to figure out how to orient that thing, and I have not figured out how to orient that thing. So if you ever figure it out, please leave a comment and tell me how it's done. Now, this game has got some very punishing fall damage, so you have to be very careful when you're going down from a great height. But yeah, you see these little blue crystals on the ground? These guys seem to follow them like waypoints, almost. Like, you'll watch them sometimes moving around the world and stopping on those crystals. And so if you follow them around, they can lead you to other crystals. So I'm going to run up here, grab this green crystal.
Yellow trees marking the way. Perhaps nature's learned gamers play.
Okay, so she's telling me that I need to keep my eye out for yellow trees. This yellow tree shows me where there's a blue crystal that I can stick on my back like a little backpack. Now, what I did in my original playthrough was I took this to the Dark Tower, activated that puzzle, and then got very confused. I'm not going to do that this time because, you know, I already know what it's like to be very confused, and I'd rather try to figure that thing out on my own without making you watch me twirl a puzzle around endlessly. So instead, I'm going to aim myself at the horizon over here because I think there might be another place I can use this that I've never tried before. I should definitely grab green crystals while I can for two reasons. One, I want to keep being able to sprint. And number two, I want it to save my progress in case I jump off a cliff and die. So, yeah, so there are, you can see there's some little, right above my blue crystal backpack, there's some black rocks up there that are probably a puzzle, but I have not figured out yet how to get up onto this ziggurat of a plateau. I've gotten up one level, but I couldn't get any higher. So I'm not sure what they expect me to do there. That's another place where I want to spend some more time. Probably time that wouldn't be exciting for you, figuring out what to do. So we'll continue on our little hike this direction. If I remember right, yes, I can see it in the distance. There's something over here. I do like that everything is made out of this, like, reflective, faceted material. You get these lovely glints of lighting and stuff. Like that. Oh, I love that. Oh, you hear that music? It's very faint. That tells you that there's a puzzle nearby.
To reach the end, no rest, no stay. Only your feet will find the way.
All right. It took me a while to figure out what this was. At first I thought, maybe I gotta jump through it? That doesn't do anything. And also, each time I jump through it, the music kind of changes? I couldn't quite figure out what was going on with that. But now I know. It's this. Gotta run continuously to the other gate.
That's the twist. Great thinking. You've just uncovered your first piece of the park. Many more are waiting.
So you can see
You nailed the trick. Brilliant.
each time you finish one of
A
these,
little tip. At each interaction in the park, we save your state and you can restart from this position by using your respawn function.
so yeah, so I can
Energy levels
respawn
are through the roof.
anytime I want. But yeah, so it shows you these red lasers that tell you where stuff is. So once you've finished one puzzle, you can look on the horizon, see the red lasers, and target your next one, which is very helpful. But then the lasers go away. So if you haven't figured out where you're going next, you're just kind of left to wander. So I do know, I did explore some stuff over there that I'd like to go check out pretty soon. But with this crystal on my back, I kind of want to go this direction. This is actually where I found some of the craziest stuff that I saw in the game. Some of which I wasn't able to unlock, and I thought it was because I didn't have a blue crystal. Right up here.
That seems odd. The host should be here to welcome us.
So yeah.
I don't know how this thing works, but it clearly isn't supposed to be like this.
Ah, dang. So I had thought...
It seems like a piece is missing here.
I had assumed... Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. It did open up. Where? How? Wait. Can I stick the crystal in here? I can't. Dang. Okay. When I saw this thing, this is the canister that crystals get held in. So I thought maybe if I had the crystal, I could turn this thing on, but it looks like that's not how it works. Dang. Okay, I thought I had a lovely little new puzzle solution here, but no. Well, I guess I got to use this crystal for its original purpose, probably. Maybe there's like a different crystal that I need to bring, or a different something else. It looks like it wants me to deposit something here, and I just don't know what it is. All right, well, there is still some crazy stuff through that ring, but I'm not going to go there yet. Let's go dispose of this crystal first, since it isn't going to give me the solution that I thought it was. Let's take this back and drop it off at the Dark Tower. All right, we're here. So let's get this up where it belongs. So yeah, this is one of two places where I've installed blue crystals in these little canisters. And that's why I was so convinced that that was going to be the solution over at the host's habitat. But since that's not the case, but there was some kind of interaction there that I just wasn't able to do yet.
Hey, I hear something.
Yeah, so it raised that puzzle off the ground.
Bravo, you did it. I'm glad you could see the sculpture this way. Now turn and spin. Let the vision align. Only one orientation lets the true form shine.
So yeah, so this, it says tree makes one. That's the name of the puzzle. And the name of the puzzle's, that's often a hint. And this is the only control I seem to have, is just rotating this thing.
You need to rotate the sculpture until it looks right.
Yeah, I get it, but like, what does looks right mean? I mean, it looks neat from every angle. I've tried, just aligning it so that you can only see like one shape and the other two are side on. That doesn't seem to be it. I've tried arranging it so that they're all like sort of equally. Wait, what was that? I think I saw something flash. Maybe it was just a glint of light. Oh, look at that. I found it. You just have to align the arms with each other.
Your first found your journey's sign. Keep lighting up, you're doing fine.
Cool. Well, you got to see me.
The threefold reads from one clear view. What was 3 is now 1 thanks to you.
Well, you got to see me solve something that I'd never solved before, and that feels really good. So, cool. I'm glad we've got that one solved. Let's find another. If I can get out. Oh my gosh. Come on, let me out of here. All right. So yeah, there's more out this way. Let's head down this way, because actually one of the first ones that I saw on my original playthrough that I thought I was likely to be able to solve was the sort of Morse code line.
No sudden move, no rushing through. Patience is key to something new.
Huh, I wonder what she's telling me that for. Oh, she actually does constantly remind you not to just bowl your way through. Like, you know, she's like, hey, take the scenic route. Hey, you know, follow the grass. Don't try to climb over the rocks. Don't try to just go directly wherever you want to go at top speed. You know, mosey around. That's what she says. Unfortunately, my temperament does not allow me to play that way. I do kind of have to do everything at top speed and maximum efficiency. And so my temperament is not very well suited to this game.
To reach the end, no rest, no stay. Only your feet will find the way.
But I'm still enjoying it, so I don't have to play it the way they tell me to.
You got it. Fantastic. You solved it. Amazing.
So yeah, so each of these art installations it needs you to do a particular action. This one needed me to sprint past it. The rectangles needed me to sprint through them from one to the next. And, oh look, we've got, oh, I remember this one. Oh, wait, we got bunnies. Hey, bunnies. What if I just stand here? Does the same trick work with the bunnies that worked with the fox? If I just stand here, will they interact with me? Looks like they're ignoring me. Oh, this one got close. Hello. Huh. Are they gathering? I like that they've given them this sort of like stop motion staccato-iness to their movement sometimes. Or is that intentional? I'm actually not sure. It could be a performance issue. All right, they're moving around me, but they don't seem to be changing the way the fox changed. So this might not... So it could be that these are not animals that I can do anything with, or it could be there's some other action they want me to do, and I just haven't done it. So, all right. Now that I'm moving, they're all running away. I think that's a puzzle still unsolved. This one, however, I do know how to solve.
Being in the right place has a way of revealing great things. That's the twist. Great thinking.
So yeah, I just gotta line that up. And whenever you get a puzzle right, it changes the texture of the puzzle. Oh, and I think this was the one that made me think holding still was a solution to that helix. It's because holding still is a solution to this puzzle. I don't remember if I need to be... Yeah.
Sometimes patience is all you need. Don't forget, treasures come to those who wait.
So yeah, it does feel like I'm running through and just solving.
That was just the beginning. The park has much more to show you.
It feels like I'm just running through and solving a bunch of puzzles, but these are the elementary puzzles. These are practically the tutorial puzzles. There are some way more advanced ones out there that require a lot more platforming, a lot more exploration, and there's many where, like, there's just entire ingredients to them that I haven't figured out yet. So I don't think I'm removing the sort of rewarding experience of playing this game. I'm trying to just do sort of as much of the dead obvious stuff as I can so that, you know, you can sort of see the kind of game this is. And then I'll try to poke a little bit at some of the outer edges so you can see that it goes deeper than this. So let's go up here, because I remember going up here. and kind of facing one of my first like platforming challenges and then one of my first like exploration challenges.
Your reserves are at max capacity.
So yeah, if you line it up like this and it looks at the statues.
You figured it out. Bravo.
Okay, so there's something up there in the distance by that statue. There's also something over there, something pretty close to where I started. A couple more over here. The helix over there I haven't figured out yet. That one's called Clockwork. I haven't figured that one out yet either. That's the one that's on the plateau that I have not figured out. We got this one that I'm about to do. And I think one of these others is one that I've done before. Let's do this one. So this is as simple as...
Gather speed, then take the air. Only the bold will make it there.
Just platforming the heck out of it. Let's see if I can do most of this without stopping. It's giving me some vertigo. What? Ow! So I love that my synthetic body goes ow. I'm pretty sure that's not me saying ow. I think it's my synthetic body saying ow. But you notice I started at the last tree. Oh, no, it was at the last art installation that I interacted with. Basically, every time you interact with anything, whether it be a crystal or an art installation, it saves where you are. So I actually was more careful last time. And so I got across without any mistakes. But now I'm trying to see how fast I can do it. Turns out, slow and steady wins the race. Because going fast like this probably cost me some accuracy. Okay, I'm going to carefully aim this one. Woo-ha.
Impressive jumps. Most do not make it here. With each new light, the path appears. Step by step, the way is here. You run and jump, and without fear conquered the bridge and light the art.
Okay, that time she didn't read this precisely, so maybe it's not text-to-speech? Not sure. But, yeah, so some of the art installations are masterpieces, and some of them are just art, and are treated like collectibles, where these are your main objectives. So I've got 2 of those now, and I forgot how I got out of here last time. Let's, whoop. Yeah, so the reason you can't just get up here by normal means is because this is a sliding surface. But I think they're relying entirely on sort of the grade of the ground to determine whether you slide. They don't seem to have a way to mark up certain terrain as just slide only. And so whenever you're sliding down something, you never get to continuously slide down it, because they give everything this sort of like uneven rock texture, which means sometimes the grade is enough to get you to slide, but sometimes you can just stand on it. So usually you can't climb up something like this. I think this is a piece of this puzzle that fell down. So there's another one over here.
Well done.
Ooh, I like this shot. It says the valley, and it's got an art installation here in the foreground. All right, so now we're up here in this area, and there's that huge diamond in the background, which makes me think there's something here. But these rocks are unscalable. I'm pretty sure they might be using some kind of procedural, like, texturing for this stuff where, like, when they make it a certain grade, it turns into rock, and then that grade is also unclimbable. Or maybe they did it manually. This seems like it's probably manual. I don't know. But...
Follow the grass. It holds the path. The rock will only slow you.
So yeah, she gives me that advice. But then the first time I went through here... Ooh. Yellow tree. Wait. It just occurred to me. She told me yellow trees point at solutions. And I hadn't heard that advice yet when I came here the first time. Part of me was actually hoping yellow trees would point at crystals. But I didn't
You're
see...
fully charged, all set to go.
I didn't see any blue crystals around here. Alright, so I'm trying to get someplace on this on this grass. And yeah, it's this cat over here. Trying to get to the cat. And I remember last time it was weird, but I don't remember how weird. Because if I try to poke my way into these purple plants, ouch! I go ouch. So I can't do that. But I think there's a hidden gap. Ah, it's right. Yeah, it's right here. So it's a little ouchy, but I think I can get through it. Ouch! Yeah, okay. That was it. That took me a while to find at first. I was trying to jump up so many rocks and just failing because I couldn't see a way through. Okay, we're getting close to Mr. Cat.
In endless calm, its watch renews. The curious cat enjoys the views.
So, I remember I wasn't exactly sure where I needed to stand. Okay, it's highlighted now. There we go. Okay, so I think you need to stand here and look in the same direction as the cat.
A path unfolds as lights turn on. Step by step, your journey's drawn. With the watchful cat, you share the sight. A quiet bond turns joy to light.
And I think that is the last straightforward masterpiece. And so now we get into the zone where, I mean, like, you know, we kind of understand roughly how this game works, but now we're in this weird zone where, see, there was a laser down there by that lake. There's apparently a lot of steps to solving that lake puzzle. And I'm not sure what all of them are. I will show you what I've found. But this one I don't think we're going to solve today. So I'm assuming if you're the kind of person who wants zero spoilers for any puzzles, you stopped watching this video a long time ago. And so you're probably, if you're listening to me now, the kind of audience member who doesn't mind getting a few puzzles, but, you know, probably doesn't want me to solve everything in the video. Especially if you're from the developer and you're watching, you're like, please don't solve all the puzzles. And that's fine. That's fine. I have no intention of it. In fact, we haven't even proven that I have the capability of solving all the puzzles in the game. So I'm going to introduce a puzzle over here that I have not figured out yet, and that I don't anticipate I'm going to figure out without a lot of effort. So you can sort of see where the edges are. So yeah, you can see there's something like a frog in the middle of a lake over here.
The valley always offers a simple path. Pushing through will only slow you.
That's her telling me not to bull my way through while sprinting. That I should just take the scenic route. So yeah, there's a frog, a patient frog, waiting for me.
The water's too high.
Yeah.
This is not normal. Maintenance should have fixed this a long time ago.
So yeah, so you get the sense that this is not how this puzzle is supposed to be. If you walk into deep water, you die, and you reset at a nearby, at the last place you interacted, which is kind of far away, so I'm not going to do it. Or at the very least, I'll make it close by interacting with this. So when I looked at this the first time, the first thing I noticed was, okay, we don't want this lake here. That's what they're telling me. Lake is bad. So, where's the lake coming from? There is, if I can get there, there's a stream. There's a stream that's flowing in every direction simultaneously. But I think we're supposed to imagine it's flowing downstream. And so I need to follow this up to see where it's coming from. Interesting how the weather changes as I leave. So we follow this upstream. This feels like a very artificial stream. And over here...
Routing waters, what a chore. Is this puzzle worth the bore?
Hey, you said it, not me. Okay, so we got these crystal guys. They're moving around from crystal to crystal. And if I follow the pipes, see there's another orange pipe there. There are also crystals along the way. There's another pipe. Keep following the pipes. There's one going up that rock. They drilled it into that rock. And over here, we've got a bunch of equipment that I can't interact with.
This pipe is missing a wheel.
So I need a wheel. And we've got a canister. This was actually the first canister I ever found. I hadn't gotten up to the Dark Tower yet when I first saw this place. So there's one of these blue guys moving around. And if I chase its path up here... Oh, I meet this guy. Hello. I got a little silver dude on my back. He's so cute. He's my little pet porcupine. But actually... Now, I'm realizing I'm kind of doing this a little bit out of order, because I might not have known what to do when I first got here if I hadn't seen a little silver porcupine like this wandering around in another part of the map with a cloud of butterflies around it. So the butterflies love the silver porcupine. That's something I knew when I came here the first time. And so if I drop him, he'll start wandering around and he'll take the butterflies away. And now I can grab the blue crystal.
This part of the park is off limits. You are not supposed to go beyond its borders.
That feels like a challenge. So I'm going to run this back.
This is the sound of progress.
Okay, so we've plugged that in. But
something's missing from this.
We still don't have a wheel. And my suspicion is...
Apologies, this area is restricted. Access is limited to authorized personnel only.
My suspicion is that the wheel is in here. I don't know if that's true, but I think it is. And so I think getting authorized to open this door is necessary to completing this puzzle. So I think the reason this masterpiece puzzle stands out from the other ones we've done before is this one's broken. And so instead of solving it in the traditional way you would have if this world was intact, you've got to subvert the world's rules. And you've got to like get into the back rooms and get equipment that a guest would not normally be expected to have, and use that to fix the problem before you can see the masterpiece. And I genuinely have no idea. First off, I don't know if I'm right that opening that door is the... I'm wrong. Holy crap. I assumed that door was how I was going to get a wheel. There's a wheel just lying here. What? Okay, hold on. Hold on. What? Can I use it here?
No luck. This thing looks broken if you ask me.
Does look broken. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I had to interrupt my big explanation for why I thought I wasn't going to be able to do this puzzle yet. But then I found a wheel just in the middle of wherever. Okay. Is that the answer? Or is there going to be more to it than that? For instance, am I going to need to find 3 wheels? Let's see.
Hey, I hear something.
Ooh. Is it draining it completely? Was that all I needed to do? Oh. And it fills back up if I take it away. What happens if I put it... Okay, that didn't seem to help. That seems to be filling it back up again. Maybe I should have left it alone.
Hey, I hear something.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think that first one was the right choice. Because it drained it down. I think that's what we want, right? We want less water. I just had to see what the other ones did. Now, this isn't a place I can go, right? This is just the bathroom drain. Okay, this is a little puddle that stays there. So, is the stream gone? If the stream is gone, we might have just solved a puzzle live on the air here. If so, it's kind of funny to me that I assumed I needed to come up with some elaborate world-breaking solution when actually it was just there's a wheel lying around somewhere. And that was the answer. That's funny to me. I think I might have just assumed there was more to it than there was. Okay, yeah, the stream bed looks dry. In fact, I had assumed the stream bed... I thought the stream was really shallow. I didn't realize it was as deep. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see if it actually lowered the lake. I think it did. I think this was underwater before. I'm not sure. Okay, well, yeah, we've got some stepping stones. Huh. Okay. I still don't think I can get to him. There might still be more to this puzzle. Oh wait, before I do this, let's interact with the crystal nearby.
There's always an easy path. Forcing your way is never a good idea.
Shush! I will bull my way through this puzzle. Don't tell me how to relax. I relax by charging hard. That's what I do.
Don't force it. It's always possible to find a gentle way forward.
Alright. Let's try jumping this. Oh no! Oh, whew. Okay. You may be surprised to learn that is not actually the toughest jumping puzzle that I've faced in this game. Okay, so what I'm wondering is, will there be another water source I haven't identified yet? Is there something over here that's feeding into the lake still, and I need to bring it down further in order to get access to the frog? Looks like I can cross that way too. I want to go around the whole edge of the lake. See what I'm missing. And I have not yet... Oh, is this wet? Can't tell. Got more blue crystal. Okay, and now... Okay, we're out of that area. So there is definitely more to that frog that I haven't figured out yet. So we got further in that puzzle than I got last time. But there's still more to that frog. So let me show you just a little bit more of what I've discovered in this game. So this is interesting.
This isn't as it should be. That's really strange. I will log this for the management.
So I like that they present this as being a very straightforward game where they've just built this world with these puzzles, and it's the same for the game that you bought as it is for, you know, the experience that the character you're playing has bought. It's just, here's a place, we filled it with puzzles, enjoy. But then, you know, and as far as I remember, I don't remember like having the brokenness of this world advertised to me. So it's interesting to me that like they kind of leave you to sort of discover the brokenness on your own. There's the guy with the butterflies. And, oh, wait, can I? Oh, no, it's this. Okay, for a second I thought I could pick him up. I don't think I can once he's got the butterflies. But yeah, when I found the habitat at the edge here, I just assumed this is the edge of the world. You can't go any further. And this ring sort of signifies, you know, it's a thing that's meant to be in the background. But if you look at something on the horizon and start heading that direction, sometimes you can just go there, actually. So there's this whole seacoast area over here with its own set of puzzles. And the lasers for these puzzles, not visible from the other valley. I'm pretty sure this might be where the title, The Valley Beyond, comes from. Because you start in the valley, and now here I am in the valley beyond. And so this has got some of the more like kind of rewarding exploration, and also some of the most BS platforming anywhere in the game. So I'm not sure how much of this I want to show you, because this actually has some of the, sort of more challenging bits that you might want to explore on your own. So what I think maybe I'll do is do some rapid cuts showing you some of the stuff that's here without giving you a lot of details. And then we'll wrap up the video so you can go and discover this on your own if this seems like the kind of game you want to play.
This statue is a remnant from the park's early days.
So yeah, that's The Valley Beyond. I hope that gave you a sense of what this game is and how it works, and I feel like I've still just barely scratched the surface of what there is to discover in this game. So I'm going to continue playing on my own, but if this seems like the kind of thing you'd be into, I'd encourage you to go check it out yourself. I believe they've got a free demo, and even if that was just like a Next Fest thing or something and they don't, I don't think it's very expensive. Go check it out on Steam. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo. And that is the end of our video. So there's my subscribe button. Here's some links to other games, maybe some similar ones. I'll have to look through my library and see what I've got. There aren't a lot of games like this one.